Says you won all
Sorry?
scoreboard says you won all 4 quarters. Does it feel like or look like a 4-quarter performance?
Oh, no. Yeah, I think at the end of the day, you win by, was it 10 goals and a bit, against a side who, let's be really honest, have been really strong and been really competitive in most of their games. Yes, they had their captain out, but overall they've been bringing a fair bit of pressure to side. So you're never going to play perfect football out there today, but I was really pleased with the win.
Was it a bit swirly? The wind was a bit swirly, sort of kicking hard, that sort of thing?
Yeah, it was one of those days where you're not sure which way the wind's going. You know, we went out before the game and we had the conversation about which way should you kick or not kick. It's at one end it felt like it was going down to the scoreboard, and at the other end it looked like it was going to the riverbank. So it was a tough day as far as the wind goes.
Do you feel the side's building towards times?
Well, I think our last month we've won 3, lost 1, I think. Is that right? I mean, we only lost it by 1 kick. You know, so we've been pretty competitive. We haven't been absolutely at our best. We're not hiding away from that. We know we've given up scores in the last couple of weeks, and haven't been playing perfect football. But sometimes you just got to grind your way back into form. And I thought for our members, I reckon they've stuck really strong. They've seen another 37,000 people come along and watch us play, and we haven't been in ripping form, but they're sticking. And I reckon what they're watching is this side's actually doing what we said we do. We're not going to give up, and we're just going to keep trying as hard as we possibly can, and we're going to grind away and see what happens.
When you get 52-52 on each side for inside 50s, but that disparity on the scoreboard, is that a good sign for you that you can finish off, or is it still a bad sign that you're letting in too much at the other end?
Yeah, I think it's probably a handful of entries too much the other way for us. We'd prefer it to be, our best would probably say it's 54 to 45. But that's AFL football. You're not always going to get that the way you like, and that's probably just a slight measure where we're not quite at the top of our game.
What about handball? What do you think you're used to the handball?
Yeah, well, I think at times we look like we overdone it again, but that's, we just didn't have the composure, and that's one of those things that we continue to work at. We encourage our boys to share the ball, first option. We want that to be the case, but we then got to rely on them to make good decisions under pressure.
What happened with Wines in the end? You had him out, brought him back in, then subbed him out.
Well, he dislocated his shoulder, so that's what happened to him. So he went off and went back in really easily, and he wanted to go back out there, and we put him back out there, and I think he very first or second time he got the ball, actually went to drop the ball, his shoulder let go again. So he wanted to go back out there at quarter time, and to be honest, I took that decision away from him and said that's not where we're at as a football club, and we're not going to run the risk with a bloke of your standing within our football club. It's too big a price to pay to send Ollie Wines back out there.
And does that sort of mean that's value for him this year?
Could potentially mean that, no doubt. But when people do their shoulders, they can play. It just depends on how much damage is done and how quick it comes back. Today, because we didn't put him back out there, maybe we do give him a chance to continue to play. But again, I'll tell you what, if there's any risk, there won't be one taken.
Do you feel that the players have got a lot more hunger back now than what they did, say, a month ago?
Oh, I think they've stayed, Ash, pretty competitive right through the year. Because if you look at our games, our numbers will tell you that we've had the close games most of the year, but we just haven't had the ability to be clean. Anyone watching us play at times would say we're our own worst enemy, because we turn the ball over at times when we just shouldn't expect that turnover to come. I've said that a number of times. Pressure from the opposition is something you rate and you look at, but you go, see, there's some stuff that we just hurting ourselves with, and we continue to build in that space. So I think we're not there yet, but we're hopefully heading in the right direction.
Chad, another 4 goals, just keeps on kicking goals. Do you rate the season this year better than 2013, or the team results suggest otherwise? Yeah,
the team's what we talk about, and the team results says we're not as good as we were. So, Chad's own performance has been quite sensational, to be honest, but we're about the team and not about Chad's form. So Chad's form is an individual thing. This footy club's all about team.
Any other injuries?
No, I don't think so. It was only Ollie. We had blokes that we had no other subs to run with, so we didn't take anyone else. We were mindful of Whitey by the end of the game that we weren't going to. We were being a bit cautious with his management because he's coming off his second week from hamstring, so we're a bit careful with that. That's all.
Can you know what you're saying there about being your own worst enemy? How difficult is it juggling in their headspace when they should really attack, play that enterprising footy, or when they should pull it back and actually play a bit smarter footy?
Yeah, I reckon, again, our members love us playing attacking football. So if you're a player and you're out there and you've got 45, 50,000 members screaming and giving you all the good things that you want in your football game, it's hard to go away from that because you want to feel that. I've played footy a long time ago, and it is good when the side's rolling and it feels good. So you've just got to learn to balance that a little bit. We don't want our supporters to go quiet on us. We want them to get louder and stronger, but help the boys on their way through that. But we just haven't quite got the balance where we need it to be.
You must have been pretty happy with Sam Gray today, giving him another chance, and he has a real impact?
Yeah, look, the pleasing part for today was a big tick for our system. This weekend was. Our academy side won in the Magpies, our Magpies senior side won, and we've had a win today, and we've had some good connections through that. And Sam's one of those connections where you go, started at the Magpies at a very young age, worked his way through. He's played AFL football today at a level that he would be, one he could be pleased with, and one that a lot of people perhaps have doubted him on. I certainly have, and I think he's been pretty strong for us.
Thank you.
Thank you.